Senator Debbie Stabenow is running against Republican Pete Hoekstra. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell is focusing on Senator Stabenow and her race for re-election.
And I'm honored to have their support.
U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow made history in 2000 when she became the first woman from Michigan to be elected to the United States Senate.
Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow.
Now she's hoping voters will give her another term.
Well, I've lived in Michigan my whole life. I'm really fortunate that my whole family is still here, including 3 beautiful grandchildren now. So, and I have been standing up for Michigan every step of the way and getting things done for families.
Senator Stabenow says in her 12 years in the Senate, she has learned how to get things done by bringing both parties together. She says she's done so on key legislation, such as a bill that cracked down on China's currency manipulation, the bill that created the first-time homebuyers tax credit, and the recently passed Farm Bill.
We brought together Republicans and Democrats to pass a 5-year farm bill that has been called the most reform in decades. Folks said we couldn't do it because nobody was working together. We passed a bill that's got Michigan on every page for our farmers, but it also eliminated 100 different programs and cut spending by $23 billion.
Stabenow says a bill that supports farmers supports Michigan jobs, and she has many more plans for job growth.
Well, I'm laser focused on jobs, and if we make things and grow things, we have a middle class and we have a strong economy in Michigan. I've led the effort to create advanced battery innovation opportunities to focus on retooling our plants. A retooling program that I authored is being used by Ford to retool their Wayne plant and bring jobs back from Mexico. We've got to stay focused on how we make things and grow things, export our products, not our jobs. And I'm very excited about new job opportunities that I've been able to get into the Farm Bill, where we're using agricultural byproducts to replace chemicals that get us off of foreign oil and strengthen American manufacturing.
As for how she is different from her opponent, Republican Pete Hoekstra has criticized her for voting against the Keystone Pipeline, a project that would have created as many as 20,000 jobs. She stands behind her decision.
I support the Keystone Pipeline as long as the oil stays in America and we make the pipeline with American jobs, and that's what I voted for. I support an all-America policy.
Then there is her stance on health care. She supported President Obama's Affordable Care Act and is against reforming Medicare to what she calls a voucher program. She says health care should be a right, not a privilege.
The Senate will come to order.
Well, we are moving forward now on a plan to begin to bring down health care costs, which is incredibly important for small businesses. Our small businesses need more competition. They need to be able to have better prices through competition like big businesses get. We need to be bringing down costs in Medicare by negotiating group prices on prescription drugs and closing special deal loopholes that the drug companies have received. And we need to continue to focus on prevention and health. The most expensive part of the healthcare system is paying for folks in the emergency room without health insurance. Everybody else's rates go up because of it. So we need a system where everybody can see a doctor and have the opportunity to prevent illnesses from happening.
Finally, when it comes to taxes, Stabenow supports an increase in taxes for the rich, but says the middle class is paying enough.
So I'm on the side of the folks in Michigan that work hard every day, are trying to stay in the middle class, trying to get into the middle class, seniors that want to know Medicare is going to be there and not a voucher program like my opponent supports that would double the cost, and shockingly give another round of tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans with the money from Medicare. I totally oppose that. Middle class families and seniors have sacrificed enough. My opponent was in Congress for 18 years, left to be a Washington lobbyist to represent a lot of the special interests that I believe have been getting unfair special deals, whether it's oil companies and big subsidies, whether it's multimillionaires who've gotten the bulk of the tax cuts, when I think it's the middle class and seniors that have been sacrificing and paying the bill.